Good evening, Namaskar, and welcome to the 7th episode of provachan.com. And people ask me, what is provachan? Is it your profession? Are you making money out of it? Or you just want to have, chat with celebrities, influencers, and people who are successful in their life? I said it's both. Okay. So there is a thin difference between, people say, okay, there are two lines actually. I'm passionate about my work. That is one type of people. Second people is people are basically, I want to change my passion into profession. So we get two type of statement, and people try both. People do both actually. So let's say somebody wanted to play cricket from the beginning, and he or she actually becomes a good cricketer. Somebody wanted to be a music artist, somebody wanted to be a singer, and they follow their passion and they make a profession. But how it is done? So we have somebody very young, very successful, very cute, very cute, because I find her cute. She's a small kid actually, for in front of me at least, but she is extremely successful. So when challenges come, many people quit, but she has taken it to the next level. During 2020, when she was already running a successful career as a celebrity makeup artist, and she's quite renowned in Delhi and nearby areas. She has traveled many countries and done many celebrity makeup, and she is she serves a lot of people, celebrities, and she is in demand. She was already having a successful career, but when lockdown started, she would have relaxed. Like she has, and I'm sure, she's rich also. Okay, but what she did is, like, when she did not sit idle, she wanted to reach out to people in India and train them. Okay, and train them a skill, which they can use and earn money. Okay, and she used this opportunity of, not going out and being in a lockdown and being in a slowdown, so-called slowdown. For me actually, we grew 6 times in 2020. I'm sure, Muskan. Okay, I spoke about her unknowingly. So we have Muskan Chotwani with us, a celebrity makeup artist who has trained more than 3 lakhs people in 2020, and she has helped more than 4,500 people start makeup as a profession, start makeup as a makeup artist as a profession. And welcome to the show, Muskan. And we are so happy to have you. Thanks for keeping my request and being on the show at a short notice.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. Well, it really is a pleasure to be here. Thank you
yeah.
for having me here, for inviting me here, and having me as a guest here. And it really means a lot for all the appreciation that you've been telling to the audience. Thank you. Really means a lot. And also having this platform where you are telling the audience about, Provochan itself is a very big platform, where people can actually come and relate to themselves because they are also trying to be into this profession, and they have this thing in their mind that about this topic, they're passionate about the profession. And especially if we speak about the entire lockdown that you said, that slow
Yeah.
down phase, the profession thing was completely all, so much into the minds that maybe we lose the job or maybe this would happen. So I think this is a wonderful platform that you've created. So thank you for having me here and creating the platform.
So when we spoke about this, no, I have 4 female employee in my team. It's none of them that it's not it's just, good thing that, all of them know, and none of them said who is Muskan. Okay, they have seen your ad, they know about you, they have followed your Instagram,
Wow,
and they use their makeup tips, whatever you give on your Instagram. So
amazing.
you are a celebrity on Instagram now also. Okay,
Oh
and
my.
training 3 lakhs people is not a small job. We as a digital marketing company, we do coaching for many people, many successful people, many big short guys also. Training 3 lakh people, I dream for that. Okay, I did my course. I have trained only 150 people. Okay, so
Yeah,
so
that
there
is
is a
a
lot to learn, and that is why, like, we want to hear from you.
So,
And
see, before even the lockdown phase started, I was so attached to my work, so passionate to my work that my students, I never treat my students like my students.
okay,
It's a little more than that. And when this thing started, I was like, why not make something, why not use this space and why not reach different people? There are people who live in Kerala. I'm from Delhi. So there are
yes,
people Kerala who live in east, north, south, and why can't I reach them? This is the right time that the whole world was sitting online. So why not use this an opportunity to spread the knowledge that I have and to know more and more people and let them know what I know. So
yes, yes,
that's how
yes,
it
yes.
went.
Yes, and unless you really want to help somebody, you don't do it for a longer time. I have seen many. I call them, like, with due respect to them, I call them lockdown trainers. Okay, they became trainers only in the lockdown.
Yeah.
Some continued and some actually faded away
Yeah.
because they were not passionate about their work. They did not enjoy after they started something. Many people quit their profession, right? So
Yeah.
that is the topic, and that is quite, it's very
Yeah.
like, मुर्गी पहले अंडा आया कि अंडा पहले आया, पैशन को प्रोफेशन बनाए या प्रोफेशन में पैशन डालें. And I want your point of view because you are doing both.
या एग्जैक्टली सो बेसिकली मेरे लिए ना पैशन और प्रोफेशन आपको साथ रखना पड़ता है ठीक है सो इट्स नॉट दैट यू आर पुटिंग पैशन इनटू प्रोफेशन you have to make passion as your profession. So basically for me it went like that, and I've always kept I looking at the factor of my industry. Of course it gives you a financial stability also, but I don't think, जैसे आपने बोला ना कि काफी ट्रेनर्स तो अभी स्टार्ट हो गए, मेरे लिए ऐसा नहीं था. मेरे लिए था कि मेरा काम जो है आई हैव टू एंजॉय इट फर्स्ट. Only if
Yes,
I'm loving it, I will make others fall in love into it. So
very
that
true,
was,
very true, very true.
yeah. So that's how it went. And so also let me tell you that I am not everybody, I can say, that can put passion into the profession. Sabka passion, everybody's passion is different, of course. So not every time you can put passion into profession, and I turned out to be fortunate enough that I was able to turn passion into profession, and maybe I played a little smart move. So yeah.
एक्चुअली वही होता है मुस्कान. आई हैव सीन, लाइक, आई स्टार्टेड एज ए प्रोग्रामर. ओके, एंड आई लव्ड कोडिंग एक्चुअली. सो उसी को ही मैंने बिजनेस चुना अपना. ओके,
Okay.
बिजनेस हो या जॉब हो, अगर आपको मंडे में ऑफिस जाने में, मंडे को ऑफिस जाने में आपको अगर मतलब हिचकिचाहट हो रहा है, तो यू आर इन ए रॉन्ग प्रोफेशन. आप
Right.
अगर, इफ यू आर वेटिंग फॉर द फ्राइडे, देन यू आर इन ए रॉन्ग प्रोफेशन. मेरे लिए हर दिन एक है, एंड आई लव डूइंग व्हाट एवर आई डू.
Right.
I'll keep learning. I keep learning new techniques. I am sure, like, it is true for you also.
True, so true. I think there's a little, not a little, but a lot of difference between a passion and profession, I would say, because I would just give a little light onto this topic, that what passion is basically. When you actually enjoy something, like you just want to, you just feel enthusiastic and you want to excel in that particular thing, then that's passion. That if I wake up and I've not done something which I'm passionate about, at the end of the day, I just feel that there's something missing. I've not been doing this thing. And that feeling, if I talk about myself, if I've not created content, not trained my students, not put a story on social media, and not done something related to my work, which I'm passionate about, I might tend to feel a little angry or sad or upset at the end of day. So I think
Yes,
where the passion line ends, that when you are very enthusiastic and you just don't feel like the day is complete without doing, that's what. And it's not only about uh, doing makeup. It might be, for some people might like playing cricket, might like dancing and might maybe want to bring a change to the society. It's all different. Sabka pattern alag hai.
So I think you read my mind. I was about to ask this. Why you choose this profession?
So, why did I choose the profession? So, basically, I realized that I love doing makeup. And
Okay.
all the bridal things, all the makeup related things, whenever I doll a bride or I do a makeup, I can't tell you the happiness that I feel on looking at the girl's face, the bride's mother face. She's so happy, and sometimes they come and they kiss me that you've dolled my daughter such beautifully. That feeling, the lehenga, the bridal jewelry, and the wedding vibes that you get. So all
Yeah.
of that was sort of a magnet, and maybe you can consider me as a metal that I got attracted there. And yeah, so that's what made me realize that how much I love doing this, how much I love my students. So that's what made me choose this as my profession.
So it's a saying. It was told in the recent movie Shakuntala Devi that teaching is learning every day. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you keep yourself updated? You go you browse on net, or you get feedback from your students, or you get a difficult makeup assignment, or let's say it can. I'm not knowledgeable about that. Suppose you have to do a difficult task. Somebody is allergic to skin, and you still have to do a makeup. So how do you handle this?
See,
How
this
do
was,
you keep yourself updated? Keep learning stuff.
yeah.
Do you
So
innovate also? Do you innovate also?
yes, definitely. See, that comes only when you keep trying on things. Nobody
Okay.
can tell you, you see thousands and thousands of videos on YouTube, on Instagram, unless you don't practice it on yourself or somebody else, you can't innovate, you can't learn more. So I think I just keep on doing things on myself, even on other girls, and every day till now. I think I've been it has been years that I've been into this profession. Uh, I think I learn every day. And it's not only about keeping yourself updated in terms of makeup, but also you have to. There are a lot of factors that you have to also learn about, because it's not only about being a makeup artist, but also at the same time being an entrepreneur. So you have
Yes.
to at all the perspectives, and you have to keep updated. And that is only possible when you are, first of all, you can, of course, I buffer a lot of internet. And of
Mm.
course, unless you don't practice it on yourself, you don't hit and try things, you won't learn. So even now, and as you said, do you learn from your students? Of course, 10 people have different ten brains. So you never
Yeah.
know what comes out of that. So yeah, the more you meet, the more you speak to people. I was a complete introvert before, but now
Really?
I don't. Yeah, and
Don't tell me you were an introvert.
won't say that, because now I feel like I just want an opportunity to have a small talk with someone. So
The
that's
way
how.
the way you do Instagram live and the videos, you are so confident. You speak your heart, and it just comes like that. I think you don't even prepare for that, right?
Yeah, I am. I think what I believe is I am the best when I am spontaneous. So I just, and also I never try to build up things. I just say out my heart, and that's, I think, my forte, that whatever is there in my heart, I just speak it out loud. And that's what I've learned through the days, through the experience. And this happens only when you keep trying and you keep speaking to people. So one thing even I tell to my students is that never miss an opportunity. Go join random social circles and speak out to people, because this is something which would actually bring a lot of new things to you, and you will learn out of it.
There is a lot of misconception about putting makeup. Okay. First of all, I didn't know that boys can also put makeup, and I put my first makeup when I was getting married. Okay.
Okay.
14 years back, I was sweating a lot. Huh? So somehow my wife
Right.
saw that, and she called my sister and said, "Okay, ask him to put this so that he will at least look presentable. Otherwise, he will look like a वो मतलब कहीं खेतों में काम करके आया है, जबरदस्ती पहन लिया शेरवानी, ऐसा लग रहा है. So I had to put it and I felt good. Okay, it was a good thing. Then I also have seen people, my sisters, my mother, or my friends putting a makeup. See, it depends whether they put a lot of makeup or they are minimalistic, depending on where they are going to. But
Right.
makeup, एक तो होता है कि हाँ बहुत सारा मेकअप मेकअप लगाई है, उसका खूबसूरत नहीं है, वो जबरदस्ती आर्टिफिशियल है बोलते हैं. व्हाट इज योर से अबाउट दैट, कि इज इट आर्टिफिशियल और इट इज जस्ट दैट using it to beautify yourself? How do you see that?
See, I feel that the person should be comfortable in whatever she has done. If she
Mhm.
is a natural makeup lover, or
Mhm.
maybe if you don't, I mean, there's no restriction to it. If even if a boy likes it, then you can do it. I mean, what's wrong in feeling beautiful? So for
Right.
me, if you ask me, then if I am comfortable with something, I like putting lashes, fake lashes, I would do that. If I am able to carry it, then it's good. Otherwise, it's not. So I personally do not want others to judge it. I would say that you yourself, you have to have that thing in you that, okay, I'm able to carry it. So that's the topic where it ends. I mean, there's no further saying to it.
Yeah, I do remember an incident actually. My wife is a big fan of Shah Rukh Khan, and he says,
Mhm.
"Look, he has put something in his lips. His lips are never so pink." I said, "Yeah, he has put makeup. Otherwise, imagine Shah Rukh Khan with a very black lips, how he will look at." तक
Right.
सिमरन बोलेगा और पूरा काला लिप्स है विलन जैसा, तो कैसा दिखेगा? They said, "Okay, fine, let him put." करना पड़ता है वो जहाँ पे जो जरूरत है. Yes,
Uh,
and I can very well relate. And actually, what you said is correct. If you put a makeup and you look confident, there is no harm in it, because it will reflect in your talks. It will reflect in what you say, how you feel about yourself. It is all about that.
and even if we have a lot of audience here, so even if I would like to tell them, all those who want to maybe be a professional makeup artist, I would say that there are a lot of makeup artists who probably don't, they tell you, okay, this is good, but I always believe that I want my client to tell me what she wants to have and what she feels like is good for her. I mean, I want the girl should see herself in the mirror and she should be so happy to see it, so comfortable and so cherished to have herself seen like that. So
Okay.
yeah, it's all about that. Maybe it could be a heavy makeup or maybe a very subtle makeup.
Okay. So there are many YouTubers, many Instagrammers in my personal network, and they'll be watching this. So any tips for them? Quick tips for them?
For YouTubers and Instagrammers, see, first of all, if you are an influencer, a social media blogger, or an influencer, one thing, you have to be consistent. I mean, consistency is the key. I mean, if you are posting today, you're posting tomorrow, and you're skipping for a week, who will remember you? No one. Again, you'll have to grab that thing and you'll have to bring all that audience. So it's like, okay, if you're having a web series, you're watching a web series and you're done with all the seasons, nobody remembers you after that, right? So you have
Yes.
to keep giving something to the audience every day. So that's
Yes.
one thing, that you have to be consistent throughout. And also, I would say that a lot of people I've seen try to, take the content and sort of copy it. Never do that. Try to bring something of your own. Like as you said, you just say your heart out, right?
Yeah.
So I
Correct.
just say what I feel, and that's what I guess my audience likes about me.
So you
So
have got close to 87,000 followers on Instagram. How does
yeah,
that feel?
how
So with
amazing.
power comes responsibility. Actually, I think Spider-Man or somebody said, right? So
Yeah.
now you do it for yourself or you do it for them? I wanted to. This is a very crucial question, and nation wants to know.
I for both, because I
Okay.
can't live without it, and I know that they want to have it more and more. So it's like it's going simultaneously. I mean, I can't live without it. To be honest, if like I said, passion is something that I don't, you don't do it, the day is not done for me. If I don't do it, if I don't put a story, I think before the session started, we were putting some BTS, right? So these are
Yeah.
things that that matters a lot. So
Right. So makeup tips for girls who are watching and who are digital marketer, who are YouTubers or Instagrammers, what kind of makeup they should do, how they look more presentable?
So basically, makeup take a tip for all of them. Do not put a lot of heavy base, but focus on the eyebrows, which we tend to miss. That we all the girls would relate to this. That if you want a little go-to makeup, like not every time you have a lot of time to do makeup, just try to moisturize the skin well. Put a little bit of concealer. Concealing is very important, and do never miss on your eyebrows. Properly do your eyebrows. Do not tend to have a heavy eyelash or something for daily basis, and have a very nude lipstick, and that's all. You're good to go.
Now the tough part, any tips for boys to look more presentable? Okay.
I think you can for boys, they can
Yeah,
add a
yeah,
good.
please, please, I'm also listening. My friend will thank me for that. Okay.
So
Yeah.
I think for boys, they can probably have a little bit of good moisturizer, a good face wash. I would not say every time to them to have a base and a full makeup on. Of course, that would not look nice. And a good, uh, uh, lip balm that they can put on. That's it. I think
Yeah.
moisturizer
Hair
is
gel,
very.
hair gel, all maybe.
Hair gel, well, yes, a little bit, but not on daily basis because, of course, a little bit of chemical can harm your hair. So not on
Okay.
daily basis. Even for girls, I would recommend that twice a week they can go for oiling and chumpy and all of that. So twice a week, it's very much required for your hair, even for the tip, not only on the roots but also on the length of the hair.
Okay. So Govardhan here says, when we want to tell a story, you have to add some imagination and portray things in a certain way. And makeup will help the character part of the story. Yes, yes,
So
yes.
true. Yes.
Yeah. I can't look like a what do you say, a rough guy and tell a beautiful story, right?
Right, right. So
Yeah,
yeah,
correct.
you see that's what it is. If you want to play a character, so you have to first, get yourself into that, right?
Yes,
So for
yes.
that, you have to look presentable. And I mean, if I am sitting in front of the screen and I am not happy looking at myself, then I would be able to speak well. I won't be confident that much, right?
Well,
So
that is a very, very strong point, Muskan. Actually, you have told a very thing because many people are so talented. They know what to tell, but
right.
they are so hesitant. They are not confident, and I'm surely little bit of makeup and knowledge about that will definitely help them look good. Like be look good, and they'll be coming on the video and they'll be presenting thing, right?
Yeah, I think
Mm.
for that, no, even if you talk this thing, so I would say it only takes a little bit of more extra effort. Just give 10 to 15 minutes extra to your personality to make yourself look a little more presentable and just see the magic. So
Okay.
just I would say even to all the males attending here, attending
Hmm.
the live, I would say that to you also, even the what you're wearing also matters, not just the face, but just give a little bit of extra time to it.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. So
Yeah.
old male means 40 plus people also come in the old category.
See, everybody, I believe there is no age for learning, there is no age for grooming also.
Yeah,
So
grooming is the word actually.
yeah,
Yes,
so
yes.
yeah, so there's no age to it. Even if you're 60, you want to look good, you can look good, right?
Yeah,
So
it's about looking confident and going out to the public and saying, "Here I am, look at me," and
I,
I'm here to present myself. Okay,
yeah,
being presentable is the basic thing,
and if
right?
you look good, if you look presentable, even if out of 5 points you're saying three, people would literally believe on those 3 points that you're saying because you
Yes,
have
yes.
in you.
Now let us talk about the challenges you faced when you were not doing courses earlier, right? So
Right,
you are actually managing your profession, and teaching came as an extra profession, right? So what
right.
are the challenges you faced? Because I know many people have started coaching, they earn a lot of money on ads. Some people succeed, some people have been extremely successful. Some people like you have trained 3 lakhs people, right? That's not a small number. And what were the initial challenges? Was it the like how you envisioned it, and what are the top three challenges you faced, and what are the solutions you found for that?
See, first challenge in this profession, I am assuming is the patience level. At every point, patience is is like, in terms of energy, in terms of if you're even, running ads, and if you're adding students, it might not work. So what do you do? And even at that point of time, and it's a very risky thing to do something which
Yes,
is
yes,
simply new. And also, if you're doing something, and there are a lot of competitors in the market who can simply take up your content and cut paste it right there, and they can start the same thing. And that's
yes,
what even happened. So I think that one thing that I have always thought, and I've always wanted, that my content should be mine, and I just want to give my audience, my students, something what others can't, do. So basically, one thing was competition, which I think I was able to cope up with. And second
yes,
thing, also, I would say that I, not only for this lockdown phase, but for the entire the years that I've been working, it was was that I was not having a lot of, even right now, I'm not having a lot of contacts in the industry. I was a
mm,
complete newcomer. No one from my family from was from the makeup industry or from such sort of a background. So it was a task
yes,
for me to make a space wherein you can, everybody these days says, "Is gali mein to char makeup artists already hai." So, this
uh-huh,
is something which
uh-huh.
you believe. So you have to create your space, and which was not easy at all. But so again, patience, consistency, and competition. So
Okay,
this was
okay.
a little tricky part.
Now, you have you already have a successful career in your makeup industry. Now you are a trainer. Okay. Now I know, like, you are not telling me, but you have also started an e-commerce. Okay.
Yeah.
So, guys, like, the Musk India is her e-commerce. She is not telling, but I was waiting for her to tell that I have also started that. But let me share that with you. Her website is basically makeovers by muskan.com, and she also has started an e-commerce. So now this came as a byproduct, or this came as a demand, because you have started training 2 to 3 lakhs people, bro, and
Right.
4,500 people are doing makeups and bridal makeups and makeovers. So you wanted to provide them the
So
product. Okay,
I
this
want to
came as a gift, or you have already thought of that?
no. So basically, now this was started even before the training thing started.
Okay, okay, okay.
Say that in any profession, even in this profession, your hard work and your luck plays a little bit of role. So I would
Yeah,
say that the things were planned beforehand, but throughout the lockdown phase, the training and the students and the webinars, it started so much. And I was like, why not? I've already created a base of the Musk India, of the product
yeah.
line that I wanted
Correct,
to launch.
correct,
I've
correct.
already done that. Why not make a use of it? Why not,
Yeah,
uh, take this an opportunity, and why not grow in two different directions, and wherein the direction both the things are simultaneously can go together, right? So
exactly.
that's my planning, and by the grace of God, it all went well, and yeah, it just happened
Yeah,
simultaneously.
in fact, like, I you train them, then they need the product, right?
Right,
So it is
exactly.
pretty similar to what I do actually. I train the businessmen on how to generate leads, and then they say that, okay, now I understood. I don't have time. Why don't you do it for me? Why don't you
Exactly.
provide that? Yeah. So you create
Yeah.
the demand and supply it. That's a
Yeah.
fantastic business lesson we learn from you, Muskan, and I'm sure, like, both the things are going well, and you have plans to, now you are into it. Okay. What are the
Exactly.
plans? Like, how you are scaling that up?
So we are, if you talk about the Musk India, we are trying to increase the product line. I mean, now we are bringing up, trying to bring up more luxury brushes to the collection. And apart from that many other products we are working on. Maybe in future we would also launch a little bit of skincare cosmetics. And
Okay.
apart from that, if you speak about the makeup term and the academy thing, we are also working on the offline courses that we are coming up probably in February. So
Okay.
yeah, and I would because one thing that I've learned from the lockdown phase is that I would not never skip the online training thing, never, because this is one thing that I can stay connected to the whole world through. So offline training would go, would happen, but online would never end, because that has, for me, has created a different empire altogether and has
So
given to lot.
definitely. Actually, the distance between offline and online has gone, and every
True.
offline business had adopted online because that is the only way out.
Right.
So, one of my friend has messaged me on personal thing that I'm passionate about photography, but I'm earning 3 lakhs a month from my software job. Okay, shall I leave my job and follow my passion?
Again, my students also put up this question. Even today, also one of my student was telling me that I am into aviation job and should I skip and start the maker. So I would say, see, if you are so confident, I would say don't do that just in one go. Just take photography and take the second profession that you want to do. First, do it as a side business. See whether you actually want to do it or not. Do you really feel like, okay, this is something that I so want to do it? Only if you feel that, then leave your job, because of course it's like it's giving you profession and passion are two different things. So you have to
Yes,
first see it's giving you, it's like you're earning your bread from that, right?
yes,
So
yes, yes.
do not give up on to something that you already have, but work on something that you want. And if you feel like that I'm getting this much, even if you're getting 2 lakhs and not 3 lakhs, then yes, you can just, skip that, and you will have that confidence. Now I have left that job and I want to earn 4 or 5 lakhs out of it. So
One
that
more typical problem I have seen in my entire 18 years is that some people love to do it as a passion, like it's my hobby. Okay, I love to sing, let's say. Okay, but if I am asked to sing 8 songs a day, they will lose their interest. Okay, that also happens. You might have also noticed.
mm,
ठीक है, पार्टी में गाना गाओ गा लिया, कॉलेज में गाना गाओ गा लिया, बट अगर मुझे 10 सॉन्ग गाना है
तो नहीं
तो
है.
लोग अपना वो दे बर्न आउट एक्चुअली. So,
हाँ,
are they really passionate about their, like
exactly.
this stuff?
Exactly. So that's why I told you that आपको करना है. If you want to skip that 3 lakhs वाला job and then come to photography, we'll see, you do you genuinely want to do that? I mean, that you have to actually figure out. See, if you ask me, then I didn't started makeup as my profession first. I figured it out that this is something I love and I'm passionate about. I didn't give up on the previous job that I was doing. I took this as a side business sort of a thing, and then I realized. Then I certainly realized at certain point of time that now I'm not able to manage time. Now I'm not able to carry two things together, and now probably I can switch on to makeup full time. And that's the right point when you can probably switch on to that. Okay,
So, if I summarize, I should have this thing, right?
can you
So, I
comment?
should have a passion towards something. It should be viable, okay? And there should be a demand, and you should have the recipe of success, how to make it successful. It's not just a wishful thinking, okay? So many people do that actually. They leave their job, follow their passion, and they after 2 years they realize that no no I did never wanted. देखो तो टाइम पास के लिए ठीक था, हॉबी के लिए ठीक था, और इतना कौन करेगा, मैं एक गाना गाने के लिए ठीक था. ओके, बट अगर जैसे कि मतलब प्रोफेशनल सिंगर्स कुमार सानू एंड ऑल, दे हैव sung 80 songs a day. Okay, and
Right.
how dedicated they are into their profession. Like you have probably you have also faced that you do your day job, then you have to go to your webinar, then you have to attend something else, and you don't burn out. So that is the thing, that is the small question, and this is a very broad topic, passion profession. So after your passion becomes your profession, do you still love it? That is the question. And
Of
I'm sure, like consistency you told, that is the key, right?
Yeah, right. Of course, I think, see, I think that you have to figure out first that, and that again would come only when you are into it, probably. So you have to just follow the thing that. Also, somebody here is asking, what's the difference between hobby and passion? Okay,
That's a
that's
great question.
yeah. So basically, if hobby is something that probably you can, skip onto, but if you are probably not, suppose if you like dancing and if you're not dancing, and if you're not dancing a day, you're fine with it. But if you're passionate about dancing and you're not dancing that particular day, you're not
Hmm.
happy about. So that's the difference between passion, hobby. That, अगर आपने hobby skip कर दी, if I say makeup is my hobby, and if I'm not doing makeup this particular day, I'm fine with it. But no, if you ask me, I don't do makeup this day, I don't create content, if I don't post a story on Instagram, if I don't, click a picture, maybe being an influencer, I'm not happy. That's where you
Exactly.
realize this is my passion.
Exactly. You develop other traits like business planning, creating content, reaching out, spending on ads, managing people around your passion, and build it a proper setup. Just passion is not going to help. That is what I learned from you actually.
Right.
That yeah. See, for me it was like I was into a job, then same thing I continued because I loved it. Okay, so I
Mhm.
didn't have to test it. But you came from a different background, nobody had done business then on in this line actually, and you chose something and you are successful. So other skills are also important. So if somebody wants to risk or somebody wants to start, what is your advice? Because you yourself are a very young entrepreneur and successful entrepreneur, then you have three businesses already running for you. So
Right.
tell us about for our millennial friends and you new people who have found a new passion for doing something. In fact, I discovered that I love teaching.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Initially,
teaching.
I wanted to start it, Muskan, in March itself when lockdown started. But I
Okay.
tried, I created some content. I was feeling no, I am not getting the kick. अगर प्रेजेंट करते वक्त ही मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा तो लोगों को क्या पता अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. तो
Right.
मुझे 2 महीना लगा कि क्या अच्छा लगेगा. फिर मैंने like I tested with a small group of people. I tested with my team of employees in my company. They loved it. Then I said, okay, let's go out. तो यही वही like going back to that the same thing कि I forgot my question.
You were asking that, what's your tip to the young
Yeah,
people who are.
young people. Yeah, what is your advice to the young people?
So one thing that I would say is, even when I was starting, one thing is, there's no, this is a very common saying that there's no shortcut to success.
Success,
So,
yes.
again, I would bring this thing up here that you never give up and always have that patience in you. Because at times you will feel, I'm falling, I don't want to do it, and let's just give up on it and let's skip it. Maybe you don't have family support or something. So, never give up, just be consistent, and a lot of patience, and of course a lot of hard work. Because I'm telling you, luck is not going to come unless you work hard. So it's
Yes.
80-20, 80% for the hard work and 20% of the luck. And trust me, if you forget about that 20%, just remember the 80% of the hard work, and then you're sorted. That's it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
keep giving example to people who say that, I'm unlucky. I said, are you mentally prepared to be lucky? Are you eligible to be lucky? I gave him an example that, okay, suppose you are staying in Bhubaneswar. I spoke to one of my friend and you want money from me and you don't even have a bank account. Even if I want to help, how will I help? So
Right.
you have to be prepared, like mentally be ready to accept that signal from wherever love comes. Like let's say God sends you that signal that yeah, let us. This is the lucky guy. So you should be have an antenna to catch that signal. So you should
Right.
have that infrastructure, mindset, everything to be lucky. I can't just wake up and let have an industry for me, right?
Right, exactly. And nobody is going to give you that also. Nobody is going to, spoon feed you here.
Exactly,
Everybody is
exactly.
into the race, you can say. And also, one thing I would want to add here, that a lot of people who like are asking here that I love photography, should I want to do that? Or a lot of people that I want to be makeup artist, please tell me how to start it. One thing that you have to do is take that first step. That's the most difficult step or the most difficult thing to do. That one step if you take, and then everything happens. You just believe in God and work hard, but don't hesitate to take that first step if you really really want to do it. And I am so, I feel so blessed that I took that one step a few years back. If I wouldn't have taken that step. I was so hesitant and so reluctant to do that, and I'm so glad I did it. That I did it. That quite and that time I'm telling you there was so much competition. Everybody was like, "Don't do that. Why do you need to do that?" But you have to take that first step. So that's one thing that you have to remember.
Okay, okay, Muskan. So my questions are answered, and I think we have also answered few questions which came here, and my purpose is solved. Okay, what I
Oh,
wanted is like try to clear this confusion between passion profession पहले बाद में पहले किसका कितना percentage किसका कितना होगा तो two things I understood. You should love that job, and you're passionate, you want to do that job, you want to do that job consistently. Okay, then you should create a support structure around that. You should plan it properly. It's not just a wishful thinking that I want to
exactly.
be a celebrity makeup artist. You have to learn, you have to work hard, you have to create a structure, you have to take it as a business, full time business. You need to
Right.
put money into that, you need to monitor, you need to have people. If you are ready to do all this thing, then think of taking your passion to the profession level. Okay,
Ex-
coming back to that, the other part I also keep telling to people, that is my feeling that I learned from this session, Muskan. I was trying to summarize. And if you are in a profession, if you are not, if you are hesitant to go to office or start working early in the morning, and if you think that thanks God it is Friday, you are in a wrong job.
exact
Definitely.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, fine. Like if you want to have beer, and for that if you are telling thanks God it is Friday, that's okay. But
I
don't hate your job.
at times that what day it is, and that's how it has to be. So
Exactly.
yeah, so it's all about loving your work.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so thanks for being here, Muskan, and I wish you all the best. Be blessed. Keep empowering people. You don't know, people will come back to you someday and say that hey, you know that I had done your course in 2020 during the lockdown. Now I am earning 2 lakhs a month in my small town, and that will come as a blessing back to you, and you are actually giving them skill which they can make money, and that's the biggest skill. So be blessed, Muskan, and keep growing. And my best wishes and blessings for you. I also pray for your uh, entire journey, because you are empowering people, and that is what I love. Okay, so
Thank
be
you.
blessed, and thanks for being my guest for Provachan, and we'll very soon see you once again with some other topic. All the best for Musk India and Makeovers by Muskan. Okay. Be
Thank
blessed
you.
and bye. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Thank you for having me here.